We're back, man. Surprise. Sneak Attack, album number 2. You've never done this. You've never come this quick with 2 records back to back.
Nah.
Right?
Man, it's a special time for me in music. I'm glad I got a chance to wait to put everything out. And the way we did it, the way we set it up, and me be able to give him the second part, the future, which is Future Hendrix. I believe it's spectacular, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited for the fans.
How is the Hendrix component different to the record we got last week?
I believe Hendrix is more personal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you've been living a life. There's a lot to talk about.
More personal. This is the honest album that I supposed to be honest about.
Huh.
When it was time to have the honest album, and I was like, oh, okay. I was just using it as a title instead of being able to be honest in the music. This is it. This is Hendrix. This is me opening up and just like letting it all out so I can just move past it. You know what I mean? And certain things don't have to speak on it again.
Well, it's tough for me, my job, man, because as soon as I hear a song like My Collection, I'm going to want to speak on it, you know? And so it's that's one of those songs that you've written that's going to get attention, huh?
It might get attention. It might get more attention than I wanted to get. It might get attention that I thought it wouldn't get. It might
the wrong attention.
It might get the wrong attention. It might get the great attention.
Yeah.
It might get great attention. It might, who knows, you know what I'm saying? I just know it's a song that I feel good about. I feel great about everything that I'm saying. I feel whenever you deliver on tracks, to not hold nothing back. This is me not holding anything back.
Which we're used to, and certainly when it comes to making albums and records and mixtapes, you've always done that. But if this is the most personal record you've done, it's not just you stepping out of your comfort zone. You're taking experiences and memories and at certain situations, other people in your lives out of their comfort zone too, in order to stay true to the truth.
Yeah, because people might react to it different. They might tweet about it different, or however somebody might think it's directed to them. And
do you feel any responsibility when you're writing music in that respect, or you just your only job is to tell the truth?
Responsibility for telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? If I tell the truth, I'm not like, if I'm responsible. If I told a lie, then I got to come back and correct it like years later. I hate that I have to be the person that touch on their life and be personal and be direct with certain situations. But man, I'm glad it's me than anybody else.
Even if it causes more drama later down the line.
It ain't even a matter about the drummer, you know what I'm saying? It's all a sacrifice, man. You sacrifice a lot to get here. It was sacrifices, you know what I mean? And I feel like, man, that just would get where you at. That's just make you the person that you are, you know what I mean? You want taking the greater the risk, the greater the reward, you know? And I feel like it's well worth it, it's well thought about, you know what I mean? It's like everything that I did for me creating around me is I didn't do anything for ill intentions towards someone else, no matter how it may be looked at, no matter how it may be perceived.
What's been the biggest challenge for you through the success that we all see? What's been the biggest personal challenge that you think we'll get a glimpse of?
The biggest thing is when you say certain things and people react a certain way, you like, man, damn. Like, I ain't want to come off like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to come off that kind of way. So the biggest thing is just being yourself all the time, you know what I mean? When you're trying to be yourself all the time, everyone is not going to like it, but who cares? You know what I mean? As long as you're being yourself, you got to wake up with that person at the end of the day. You can be able to look at that person in the mirror and be like, you know what? I know I'm being myself. I'm not being anyone else. And that's the greatest thing about this, is me being myself and knowing that I can live with a situation, knowing that I can wake up being me and it's not someone else I was trying to pretend to be.
You're so focused and so obsessed with making music. It's clearly the driving force in your life.
I'm definitely obsessed with making music. I'm addicted to the studio, and I share addiction.
Is it hard to be a dad and to be a human being when you're that addicted to a passion?
Man, at times, because you got to just sacrifice so much, even the times with your kids, and you have to just do music, and you becoming this person that's like this entertainer. And there's so many people requiring so much of your time, you know what I mean? They require your time from different things, just different obligations that you have to make money, or with different obligations that you have just as a person, or whatever the situation may be. And you got to leave town, and you ought to always miss out on certain things that you feel like you should be there. It's like dad driven, like your dad should be a part of this moment. And I gotta be like, man, damn, you know your dad really a superstar, entertainer, that I can't, like, it's certain moments. My kids gotta understand they gotta make a sacrifice, like having a superstar dad to be able to, having a career. My career choice is my career choice, you know what I mean? And just stepping outside that zone to be able to be a provider. So you understand your position. I understand my position as a provider. I understand my role as a dad. Also,
do you address all this in Hendrix?
Yeah, I address it in Hendrix a lot. Just being able to be comfortable with it. You know what I mean? Because everybody want to be the super dad. Everybody want to be the best dad ever. Everybody, you know what I mean? And sometimes I'm just realizing that I'm just not perfect.
Who produced My Collection? Was it Metro?
Yeah, I think Metro produced My Collection.
The one that has the kind of like doo-wop, old-time vocals in the back?
Crazy. It's special. It's a special record, and I feel like that track
Beats bananas.
Made me comfortable. It made me comfortable. It made me express myself. And I don't feel like certain things is like, I feel like everyone can relate to something about that song. You know what I'm saying? It's just not for me. It's for someone else that might went through the certain situation. I might have heard the situation and I wasn't able to express it for someone else. I don't quite frankly think it's just touching on one specific person, but I feel like it's for everyone who can relate.
Let's talk about this another song I heard today called Turn On Me.
Turn on me, man. There's so many people that'll turn on you, but you gotta understand like why they turn on you and what they turn on you about. But just at the end of the day, you still turn. Me being in the position that I'm in, you still turn. You don't understand what I'm going through. You might not understand what it feel like to be in my shoes, but you still turn. Like you didn't have an open mind. Like some people don't have an open mind up to like, man, is he going through something? Let me ask him about it. Like, how was your day? Or just like, they don't even have an open mind to even ask you certain things. So they rather just turn on you than really just having a complete understanding. Not my fault. It's just the way you are.
How have you been able to manage making two records at the same time? I mean, we were expecting this album because you announced it, the first record, Future, to get Hendrix now to make the double album effectively complete.
It just took time.
But it's two different headspaces. Like on the one hand, you're keeping it super, super street level. On the other hand, you're going really deep in your life.
It's two different headspaces because every day is not going to be the same. So I'm being able to capture different moments out of my life or every certain things that's happening or occurring at that time. I'm being able to, okay, this Future vibe, this is a Hendrix vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm being able to give that diary of different emotions. Like, I'm giving you those different feelings. You know what I'm saying? I'm understanding that every day is not going to be like you want, but I'm being able to capture that moment also, and I'm being able to differentiate which side I want to be able to put these records on, if it's the Future side or it's the Hendrix side, or what moment is it for, and what feeling is it, what emotion that I'm trying to give off, what picture that I want to paint for the overall picture for the whole entire album as a whole. So that played a major role in just being able to record a lot of music and being able to create throughout a lot of what's going on in my life right now.
No guests, no major show-ups on the records?
We have a major guest. We do have a major guest. It's quite special. It's a special time.
So how do you go about deciding who you're going to work with and collaborate with? Because and I'm asking that question from an outside of Future or Future Hendrix situation, whereby you're asked to collaborate with people as a writer producer, which you've done in the past, but you've been primarily focused on your own career of late. You must still get a lot of offers to go in and collaborate with other people and work on their projects.
Yeah. I want to do a lot of collaborations this year. I want to get back to collaborating and get in the studio and just get that energy and feed off other people. It's like having a sparring partner, you know what I'm saying? Just having that partner, just having just that extra ear, and it's just that another creative brain than me, and just getting that creativity and just being able to get the most out of the music. I want to go back and just spar, man, and just have fun, you know?
So this is your most personal album to date. Are you expecting to ruffle feathers with this album?
Feathers get ruffled, then that's what it is, man. That's not my intentions of going like I'm trying to ruffle somebody's feathers. That's just not my headspace or where I'm at when I did it. But if it ruffled feathers, then it is what it is. I'm not mad at it.
Do you see a time when this pace that you work at and this kind of addiction to creating and whatever is motivating you to continue to drive yourself like this, can you see a time when it will move into a different stage in your life and other things will take priority?
A lot of things are taking priority now. It's just time. It's just like, music is such a big stage in my life that it's hard for anything to get over. It's hard for anything that, even if I'm taking priority to it, to overshadow it right now when it's such on a big stage and it's have its own legs, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still growing. I'm still in that process of building certain things up that I'm hoping that'll take over, that'll be bigger, just as big as my music.
So as well as these albums, obviously you've announced this tour as well. So you've got road work to do too.
Yeah, man, I got road work to do. I'm building my stage set out right now.
Is that a fun part of the whole process?
It's super fun, getting ready for Coachella. Trying to see if I'm gonna go artistic, super artistic. Do I want to be simple? just building the stage out, creating that experience for the fans, the ultimate experience when they come to the show.
How does it feel to be an artist making music now and making art and having an audience that are looking to you to bring them music and add value to their lives in America right now at this time and place?
It's sort of a big responsibility, you know what I'm saying, to deliver the right way. Because you know your words gonna stretch and they're gonna go a long way, so you wanna be able to deliver the right way. That's why I say I wanna make sure everyone listen to this with a complete ear and a complete understanding of where I'm at in my life and where I was at in my life. You know what I'm saying? Understand that I'm moving on for certain things. And just musically, I want to be able to address certain things that people want to know about.